His 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
I'd like to know what his percentage is from that range. I mean, it's got to be sky high.
And the Lakers call time here. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Lakers trail by 20. Here's the break. And laid in to finish the break. Jordan's got 57 points.
A turnover at one end and bang, a bucket at the other. There have been a few of those quick turnarounds here today.
Yeah, there's no defense for a fast break opportunity. You have to take care of the ball in order to allow your defense to set up.
And the slam dunk by Pippen.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play. Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
The Bulls leading by 22. The drive by Jordan and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, it sure does, Clark. And look at the assist totals. They're piling up. I mean, this has been a nice game execution-wise for this club.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Now here's Bryant. He has 31. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Really high-quality shot there. Just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head. They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Kobe having just a fantastic game. 31 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Jordan, and he gets it to go.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
And here come the Bulls again. Chicago with the fast break. That drops. Pippen's got 4 points in the quarter.
Another turnover, another bucket.
And you know, Steve, turnovers can really be game changers. I mean, they sap your team and then give the other team life. So it's a double-edged sword.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
And he gets it to go. Jones has got his 3rd basket of the night. There's 21 seconds left in the third. The drive by Jordan, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
For Chicago, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And so Jordan nails both of them.
And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, I mean, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
That's not an overstatement. They've literally not missed a single foul shot this half.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Harper's shot's good.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into it.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Bulls out front, running away with it. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And, Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because he passes the ball so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Delivering the pass important, but putting the pass in the right place for shooters, as you well know, huge.
Yep, no question.
On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. Pippen is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then there's Longley. Then there's Harper, and it's Jordan in at the 1. Outside for Pippen. 3-pointer. And he gets it to go.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area they just can't afford to get lazy with.
You know, I think the effort's been there, Steve, but they're still getting outworked just by a skosh.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
And he gets it to go.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. On the wing, Kobe releases. No good off the front iron. And here we go. The Bulls fast break.
Oh, man, what a play.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
And here's the fast break. Jordan leading.
Oh, ridiculous.
What a move.
Tore it down that time.
You know, the instant that steal was made, they were off and running the other way.
Ball pressure, then a run out, Steve. That's perfection to me.
Harper against Fisher. Pass to Ori. It's tipped. It's stolen by Rodman. Jordan with it. Good. Jordan's got 9 points now in the quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
You know, guys, every coach would love to play his star player every minute of an NBA season, but it's impossible given the limits of endurance and the risk of injury. It's basically a balancing act. I think teams are becoming wiser, though, in terms of keeping players fresh and helping them recover between games.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Jordan. All alone, the nasty reverse by Michael Jordan.
This is outrageous. Every shot they're taking right now seems to be finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They are absolutely rolling.
And turnovers, Clark and Steve, have been the issue for them.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Why does it always come back to food, Clark?
Kobe's gone a nice 3 for 7 from distance.
Michael Jordan, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so Jordan nails both of them. Now Bryant.
Defensive foul. Michael Jordan. That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
The free throw drops for Kobe.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have. I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
What a finish with that hoop.
Now the Bulls with it. Jordan dishes to Pippen. Kobe against Jordan.
Well, at this point, early in the season, still so much optimism for the season ahead. We all have our predictions, but there are always going to be some surprises out there, some surprise teams. And that's why we say all the time, that's why they tee it up and play the games.
Now Fisher. Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Still Lakers ball. 18 seconds.
And here is Los Angeles now. Shaq kicks to Fisher. Outside, Jones. And early on, while teams are still gelling, still knocking the rust off, Steve, it creates kind of a period, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, this is often where you'll see some upsets. You know, the talent you have on paper is one thing, but you got to produce on the court. I mean, teams really just getting put to their first tests.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Now here's Rodman expanding his range, and he gets the bucket.
For three.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
You know, we saw some coach turnover heading into the season, but nothing like a year ago when there were 13 changes of NBA coaches. I think that was a record, or if not, it was really close to one. Even winning coaches were getting let go. A lot of new NBA owners are coming in, and in some ways, it is a changing of the guard, quite honestly.
And stolen by Fisher. Out to the right wing. From past the arc. And that one's good. Fisher's got 19 points.
And his stroke has been dead on, inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
And you know, you look at the coaching carousel, the profession has perhaps never been more volatile. Steve, you're getting ready to enter that yourself. A real shakeup right now, and hopefully it settles down.
Well, that's one of the reasons I got the opportunity, Kevin. So many changes, and so we'll see what happens. Hopefully that volatility won't be going on in the Bay Area. You know, every team in the league loves to have good size in the middle, but it does seem like the league is getting tougher for big men. You know, they help defenses now, the allowance of zone defenses, you can sort of load up on players. It can inhibit a big man's ability to attack because you can see double teaming even before he's gotten the ball. But it's made for great strategy, and I really like the new rules.
And he can't get the first one. As the game has required more movement, Clark, we're seeing big guys try to slim down.
And yeah, big men with agility are at a premium, but also it takes a little bit of the stress and strain off the joints. As few as 5 to 10 pounds less can make a big difference, and that's huge for big guys. Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
And here's Jordan outside. Pass to Longley. Now the feed to Jordan. Nailed from three-point land.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
The shot by Ori, no good.
Boy, that was way behind the line. Now, he can make that at times.
He certainly is one of the guys that can actually do it from there.
From deep, Jordan, good.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
Here's Fisher. Drops in the layup for two.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
Now here's Jordan. Another three for Chicago.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Frustration foul there. You've got to maintain your composure.
Yeah, he lost his cool there, Steve. I mean, you can understand it, but you can't excuse it.
Three-pointer. And the Bulls, another three.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Defensive foul. Michael Jordan. That's his fifth personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for your Lakers, Kobe Bryant.
And Kobe drops them both. Here's Jordan. From downtown, that's good.
I'll tell you what, they are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth quarter.
You called that one right, causing some serious harm from long range.
It's off. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.